Good morning, students. Today we are going to study the physical properties of acids and bases. So, second lesson we are studying about the acids, bases. What are acid bases? What are indicators? What is pH? You have learned. Last class we have learned what are the chemical properties, how it reacts, chemical reactions of acid we have studied. I have shown some reactions also. Now, physical property of acids. By physical appearance, see, I took in one beaker acid, another beaker base. Can you able to see any difference? No, because both the acids and bases are colorless. So, any acids and bases are colorless in nature. Both acids and bases are colorless. Then solubility. If I add water to the acid or if I add water to the base, both will soluble. So, soluble in water, and this one also soluble in water. And the corrosive nature. See, both acids and bases are highly corrosive. Both are highly corrosive. So, what is meant by corrosive nature? I will show you a picture. See, if any acid spill on hand, see what will happen. The particles, see, you are able to see here, the skin layer, the layer of the skin will comes out like this. So, we can say it is highly corrosive in nature. Corrosivity means the upper layer of the skin. The outer layer of the skin will comes out. So, any acids, any base, you should be very careful because they are highly corrosive in nature. Highly corrosive in nature. Then, third, conductivity. So, whether acid will conduct electricity? Yes, they conduct electricity. And bases also conduct electricity. Here we are going to study very deeply conductivity and solubility. Just I will say the point first, all the physical properties. So, both will conduct electricity. Current will pass through the acid and the current will pass through the bases also. And taste. Already we have studied that acids are sour in taste and the bases are somewhat bitter in taste. And the bases are soapy to touch. Another one physical property, bases, soap. How soap is a base. So, all bases are soap like substances, soapy to touch and bitter in taste. And last, melting point and boiling point. Acids having high melting point. Similarly, bases also will have high melting point and boiling point. So, these are the 6 important physical properties of acids and bases. So, both acids and bases are colorless, both are having high melting point, both are soluble in water, both will conduct electricity, both are corrosive, and only taste will be differ, other all the things are similar. Now, I will this too is a very important property. We are going to study in detail the solubility and the conductivity. See, first solubility. See, you know that what is simply dilute acid. Dilute acid means it contains more amount of water. See here, I am having a concentrated nitric acid, CONC, concentrated nitric acid. I have to dilute. You know that it is soluble in water. How to dilute it? How to dilute it is very important. Whether two options are there. First option, you take acid in a beaker and add water. By this way, you can dilute. And second option is water, you take it in a beaker and acid you add it. Now, among these two options, this is option number 1, this is option number 2. Which option is correct one? First or second, or both are correct? Here, it looks like first one or both are correct, but actually the first one is wrong method. The second one is correct method. So, if I want to dilute an acid, I have to take a lot of water in a beaker and you have to add slowly dropwise the concentrated acid. Dropwise you have to add concentrated acid. This is the correct method. Why? The question is why? Why? Because this reaction is highly exothermic. Exothermic means you know that heat will be liberated. So, if you take lot of water, lot of heat will be liberated and even the beaker will burst, it will break. That is one reason. Another reason is, suppose if I add water, some of the solution in the beaker will spill out. Normally, the substance which are taking inside the beaker only will spill out. If I add anything, just to see at your home. So, if I adding the solution, the inside through the glass rod only you have to add. Through the glass rod you have to add. Normally solution inside will spill out. Suppose if you take lot of acid, the acid will spill out and the nearby which is where your hand is there, acid will spill in your hand. So what I already you know that it is highly corrosive. So you have to take lot of water only. So here beaker water only you have to take. You should not take acid. So there is a chance of spilling. The chance of spilling. So the correct way is taking water in a larger quantity and adding acid slowly through the glass rod. That is the correct way. This is the dilution of an acid. Then another one, next one, conductivity. Conductivity of an acid. Here, I have taken a beaker. The first beaker, I have taken glucose solution. In the second beaker, I am taking the hydrochloric acid, or we can say dilute hydrochloric acid. Dilute hydrochloric acid. And inside the solution, I have dipped 2 electrodes. This is electrodes. Carbon electrodes. Electrode means a rod. You see in that inside the battery you are having a carbon rod, like that, an electrode by which the current will pass. The chemical batteries, we are having only electrodes, and here it is connected with a wire, and it is a bulb. It is connected with a wire and a bulb. See here. Now the question is, the bulb will glow. In which case the bulb will glow? In glucose solution bulb will glow, or in hydrochloric acid bulb will glow, or both it will glow? Yes, the correct answer is bulb will glow in hydrochloric acid, whereas it does not glow in glucose. This is very important. Why it is happening? Because you can say that, you will say that acid conduct electricity. So acid is conducting electricity, so the current is passing through. That is one way. The another one, we can say that acids, you have to know the term electrolytes. Electrolytes. So what is meant by electrolyte? The substance which dissociate into ions. You know that hydrochloric acid, if I dissolve in water, it will become H plus ion and Cl minus ion. Once it dissociate into ion, then the electron will liberated. That electron will flow through the, what is current? Current is flow of electron. Once it becomes ion, then electrons will comes out. The electron will pass through the solution. The bulb will glow. So those substance which dissociate into ions are known as electrolytes. Acid is a very good electrolyte, whereas the substance which does not dissociate is glucose also soluble, hydrochloric acid also soluble, but glucose will not dissociate into ions. So they are called as non-electrolytes. Non-electrolytes are the substance which do not dissociate into ions. So these type of substance which will not conduct electricity. So this is the way we can able to show that acids conduct electricity. So by putting a rod and by passing the, automatically the bulb will glow. The bulb will glow because acid will conduct electricity. So don't do this experiment at home, isn't it? Because it is the current will pass. So carefully, these electrochemical, this is called as electrochemical cell. Batteries and all will function. You know that the battery, they will add the acid. Okay. So you know that the conduction of electricity due to ions. In 9th class we have studied what are ions. Ions are charged particle. So how ions are formed, everything we have learned. Please go through in 9th class. So this is the experiment which shows acid contains conduct electricity. So in this class we have studied the major physical properties. In the previous class we have studied chemical properties. Now we have studied physical properties. The physical properties, the conduction of electricity is very important and dilution of an acid is very important. Dear students, you study the textbook, read the textbook and learn more about. I am just giving only hint. You learn more and write down the things in classwork note and do homework as I given in your Google Classroom. Okay students, we will see in the next class. Till then, bye from you. Bye students.